Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Yeah! Right here tonight, man. Birthday boy Cabo Frankie B, bringing the laughter and the harmony straight from the top of Maine, from Long Island, right here to Hamden, Connecticut. So what you gonna do when the comedy and the harmony runs wild on you?
That's that problem. Need a hind leg?
Continuing the affirmative action portion of the show. I come to you as a native of Dorchester, Massachusetts. Well, before you get happy, I no longer reside there because I wanted to live long enough to tell you that. Now, some people get mad, oh Lord, don't take a dig at the dot like that. Well, you'll be happy to know that I've received my karma. I don't believe in reincarnation, although I probably did in a past life. Because I now live in the middle of the city of Boston, Sturrow Drive adjacent. Which means that I know firsthand that the theory, pack it, can't have it, yard. Bullshit. There's no such thing as available parking in Cambridge, Massachusetts. There are two rules of parking. You either can't or you don't. Now I miss Dorchester. There's parking in Dorchester. Your car might be on blocks the next morning, but there's parking. I'm an optimist. While living in Dorchester, I did learn a thing. Almost by design. You crypto people get on my nerves because you say, oh, the most tedious thing in the world to try to spend is Bitcoin. You've never tried spending time with your family. Picture it. Picture it, building Lego towers in your finest Oshkosh Bagoshes. And a tall person comes looming over you saying, hey Lloyd, don't be a dick. Unless somebody tells you to suck theirs. So I'm 5, and not yet old enough to talk back to my grandfather. So I just kept building my Lego towers. He took note of that. 2 years later, he sits behind me and my cousin in that same living room and he says, hey Lloyd, never have a conflict with a schizophrenic person. But if you do, don't say to them, who the hell do you think you are? That's not a joke I wrote. It's a thing he said. And I wish I could tell you that that was the most upsetting thing about it, but even more upsetting is the fact that my grandfather has at this point written half my set. Not even the worst thing my elders are doing in the mid-90s. My mother said, hey, Dorchester's too dangerous, we gotta leave. I said, okay, where are we going? She said, Roxbury. If you don't know anything about Dorchester and Roxbury, look at it this way. Moving from Dorchester to Roxbury for safety is like moving to Seattle to avoid the rain. It's a literal, lateral move. In Roxbury, I learned I'm not a gangster. As if it isn't obvious. I mean, drink this in. I look like a ghetto Powerpuff Girl. And I'm also currently the whitest sounding person in Connecticut. Despite being darker than Kurt Cobain's innermost thoughts. Which is not racism, it's just self-awareness. But there's a swerve in there. Because I'm only half black. I'm also part Spanish. A niggerican, if you will. And if you will, please don't. But it's why I'll never visit the White House no matter who's in charge. I'm half afraid I'm going to get shot on the lawn, and half afraid I'm going to have to mow it. It's just a bad day in D.C. Anyway, Roxbury. I failed to do a drug deal thing properly in 1997. First mistake, calling it a drug deal thing. All right, Lloyd, use a code word. All right, here's your free base, ball. Oh, God. I didn't choose Thug Life. Thug Life didn't choose me. You dating app people might call that a mutual swipe left. I wouldn't know. I'm not on Tinder because even my self-hatred has standards. Speaking of, tangent alert. Fuck dating apps. Where do they get you? Married if you're lucky? Actually, married if you're not lucky. Here's how I view marriage. To me, marriage is a lot like committing mass genocide. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Now, I know that's a bit of an extreme example, so I'll civilianize it for you. I think getting married is a lot like killing your boss. I get why you want to, but I don't think it's a good idea long term. And people will come to me and say, "Fuck you, Lloyd," because a lot of people got married in 2020. I'm sure they did. There was nothing else to do. Your argument is coming to me about a time period where we had two options, Tiger King or tie the knot. Some of us did the latter, good form. The rest of us did the smart thing, stayed to ourselves, and blamed all our problems on Carol Baskin. I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. I'm saying it's what we did. You know what they say, hindsight is 2 years ago. Anyway, I stayed inside in Roxbury because only Mario could save me from the dangers of the ghetto. Then here comes my mother. "Lloyd, your aunt's on the phone, got some advice for you." "Not now, Mom." "Do you see that? That's called Ocarina of Time. What do you know about that?" "Nothing." "And you're gonna ruin my progress. 6 months of progress on this game, Mom, with your family and your phone calls and your alleged good advice. Step aside." Now, if you think that was rude, she agreed. I'm losing HP, Auntie. Hurry up. "Lord, I know you're going to high school next year. I need you to remember that sex is just like a bridge game." Well, weird follow-up question, but come again. "Sex is just like a bridge game. You don't need a partner if you got a good hand." That'll be all, Mother. Take it away. I didn't write that! She said it! I told that joke 3 years ago across from the north end of the TD Garden. That aunt was in the audience. She said, "Yup, that was me!" And now I'm on Adderall. Which works, but not well enough to suppress that. She wasn't wrong. Children loved having children in the year 2000. I was a child in the year 2000. I didn't want myself. So in order to keep myself safe, I won't lie. I played a lot of bridge. It worked. No kids. This is where we'll trail off. I've been practicing versionism for the past 36 years. What's versionism? It's what you thought it was when you heard me say it. In 4 more years, I'll be the perfect candidate for the 40-Year-Old Virgin sequel. We're back. He's black, and he's kept it all in a sack. The downside is I'm terrible at dirty talk. If you ask me what I think of '69, great summer. And I think I did the right thing because, let's be honest, children, why? What's the point? At this stage of society, why bother? And if you're thinking, "Oh great, I'm the tall guy that hates kids," that's not accurate. I'm not even that tall. It's the stage. Look, kids are fine, okay? They're like drugs. If you live in Long Island. You might like having them around, but do you want any in your house? You have to look at somebody and say, yes, sir, these are mine. Do children deserve to be subjected to whatever the fuck is going on out there? Overpriced healthcare, divisive politics, the existence of people who think that episode of Attack on the Clones wasn't that bad. All I'm saying is, before you have children, think of the children.
Good point.
In conclusion, because I feel like we have reached a point in time where we can be honest. Holiday season's coming up. You people need to stop encouraging America's favorite overweight white home invader, Santa Claus. He is a pedophilic voyeur. And if you don't believe me, listen to the song. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Why am I the only one concerned about that? For goodness sake. Anyway, I've said some things tonight that may seem a little bit off color. It's fine. It's not fair, but it's fine. Because I look black enough to get away with it. But I sound white enough to make you listen. I'm Lloyd Legacy Sharp. Thank you for listening.
All right, Lloyd, give it up for Lloyd Legacy Sharp. Coming from all points of Massachusetts and around the Boston area. All right. So we're going to just keep moving right along here. We got another one coming up. Another great act coming. Tremendous act. Come on up. Dave Tremendous? Jay Tremendous. I'm sorry. Jay Tremendous, ladies and gentlemen. With the school.
Hey everyone, my name is Jay Tremendous. I'll be performing a song that's dropping on the 3rd. Hope you guys like it. This is also my first performance, so I hope you guys like it. Thank you.
Get him, Jay.
Go, Jay.